Hello, my name is Maya Washington, and I will be discussing the aspects of business. One of the aspects of business is marketing. I know you may say people may think of marketing a lot when it comes to business, but when I've interviewed people, the most they thought about marketing was all the glitz and the glam, the glitter, the sprinkles, the colors, and things like that. They don't think about deeper things such as your budget, who you're targeting, what you're providing, and where you will be doing your platforming. So you want to have a budget for things such as advertising within yourself or within any platform such as Facebook or Instagram or Etsy. They cost to advertise. So you want to make sure you have enough money to spend advertising. You also want to think about your target market. Who are you trying to reach? Who do you think you might get the most revenue or sales from? You also want to think about your platforms. Which platform do you think will reach the most people, such as Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, things like that? The next aspect is loans. There are typically banks that will not accept a loan offer if you haven't already been in business. Most banks require you to be in business for at least 2 years. You also must have good credit, which is a 680 or higher, and they may need proof of revenue. There are three ways to get a loan. You could either do an online lender, which is for people who are really starting off in business, they haven't had much experience, or even have started their first year. You can get an online loan through them. Or you can get a loan from the bank, and this is the people who have good credit, have been in business for a while, and can have proof of their revenue. The next one is micro lenders. These are for people who have bad credit, don't really have experience in business, and they will offer you $50,000 or less, but it usually comes with a higher APR rate. The hiring process. When you hire new people, you want to have as much diversity as possible. So you want to think about and have a plan of how many people you want to hire, and you want to have a plan of what responsibilities and roles you want them to have. Look at your business, figure out what you need, what you're lacking, and what you need more help in. Then you want to obtain a EIN, which is a tax ID for your employees. After that, you want to have an interview process. You can post this on any site such as Indeed or LinkedIn or social media or any place to let them know that you're hiring and welcoming employees. After you start the hiring process and you have people that you want and need, you want to have them fill out any forms such as tax forms such as W-2s, I-9s, and W-4s. The payroll process. When you are paying for or issuing out checks for your employees, you first want to have a pay schedule. Then you want to have this is when the EINs come in. You want to make sure you have your schedule. Then you want to collect all tax forms and pay out through that way, as well as you want to calculate all deductions and bonuses, such as late fees, people leaving early from work or taking time off, or pay days like paid vacations or sick pay, overtime, things like that. Then you want to issue the checks for their preferred method of payment. After that, you want to keep all records of payments that you have issued out. Budget. Budgeting is a big thing when owning a business. It's how you keep your business afloat. If you run out of cash, run out of money, then you won't have a business. To determine your budget, you want to determine the income that you're receiving each month, calculate expenses, calculate your fixed and variable costs. Your fixed costs are going to be things that typically stay the same during the month, such as utilities or bills like that, or your variable costs, which is things that are, one or a few times a month, such as like travel costs or items you may need per month that you ran out of. Then you want to calculate the total of each and determine your budget, and then you want to spend this wisely within your budget. Investors versus partnerships. Generally, people who are starting off in business want to need help financially. So they will either choose an investor or a partnership. Investors typically do not get involved to day-to-day business. They don't have any responsibilities. They just give you your money and expect returns. Now, even though they do not have any responsibilities, you still want to keep them in the loop of how you're spending their money. General partnerships, however, will share the responsibilities, loss, and profits, and they will co-own the business. Or you have people such as angel investors who want some part of the share of the business as well as investing. Time management. Time management helps improve the effectiveness and efficiency of your business. It also helps with your products and service. Being able to stay on time, getting shipments out, or servicing other people, taking care of problem solving. Time efficiency plays a big step in your role in your business. And it also helps with business growth. Leadership. Leadership, I believe, is one of the most important roles in having a business. It's how people look up to you. You also get respect from business partners. You gain more business relationships by being a valuable person. And it's also important because you are leading a team. By setting clear goals for your team, it helps run your business smoothly. You also want to have communication, being able to communicate with anybody within your company, within your team, and outside of your team will help a lot with owning a business. And these are all the ways, and some, well, not all the ways, but some of the ways that people will look over aspects of business.